eating shit. They don't have time for nothing else. Yeah.
Yeah.
How y'all doing out there? How y'all feel? Remember, an educated public cannot be controlled. Learn to be active. The views and events expressed here are totally whacked and are not necessarily the views of anyone. Colonized Mind. That's the name of the show. Colonized Mind. You know, it's a lens. It's a lens that we see everything through, you know. And it's like everyone too. It's even the colonizers, because the colonizers forced a particular mindset upon the people. It came with a language, it came with a religion, it came with a culture, it came with specific laws. And these cultures and language is what they use too. Okay. So colonized mind is the idea. So what I try to get people to try to understand is that, you know, your lens, your perspective is skewed based on the colonized mind. It's like, what do they say about words? Do they say like you one of the things they say is like the more words that you know, the more you can understand the world, you know. But there's another part to that where I can't find the way it goes, but it's like your mind interprets the words, right? Your, you know, it's a comprehension thing. So, but then that's related to everything that's in your world, because you describe the world that you live in through the words that you use. So, your comprehension is based on, you know, the words. So, but it's based on your mind, right? So think of it like a person. We use comparisons all the time. Like, what if somebody from the past came to the present today? Like, how many things? Like, we have new words. Like, how many things wouldn't make any sense to them? They wouldn't even have the words for it. You know. So what the concept that I'm trying to get across is that your perception is based on your mental, your mindset, you know, and a lot of that is filtered through your culture, your language. Okay. So you had these countries, or, you know, these imperialist ventures all around the world, and they exported their cultures and language to these other people, and in a lot of cases force them, you know, to accept it, to assimilate, if you will. So as a result, it's really tricky, it's complex, because a lot of peoples, like the aboriginals peoples, they find ways to keep their traditional, like, religious rituals and so forth and so on, and find ways to intricate, you know, implement, to mix these in with the colonized stuff. Even like when it's called something different, they see it as something else, you know, because their mindset already, before they were colonized, they still had these concepts that were like similar or whatever. So when they see it through the colonized, you know, mind, they still recognize it through their traditional mind, if you will. So again, what I'm trying to get across, the point I'm trying to get across is that for us to really try to understand things better, it's better for us to try to step out of our culture, step out of our language, step out of our traditions that we do locally, wherever you are. And you, even doing that, you will understand your own culture better. You will understand yourself better. You know, you definitely understanding the world better. So, you know, you don't have to look at it as like people have this. a lot of people have this arrogance where it's like, I don't need to know this stuff about these other cultures or whatever. Okay, that's cool. That's a fair argument. But if you did take the time to learn about these other cultures, you would reflect on your own culture automatically. It's just automatic default's going to happen, and you're going to see things better. You're going to be aware of things a lot better, maybe it'll cause you to be more traditional and more like into your culture, or maybe it'll cause you to step away from it a bit, or change it a bit, I think that it's better that you know what you're doing, have some kind of idea of what you're actually doing, not just blindly following traditions just because, you know, that's how I look at it, but again, regardless of that, you know, for you to understand information, you have to realize that you are perceiving it through the lens of your colonized mind. Most of us, all of us, most of us, mostly all of us, we're viewing the world through a colonized mind. Therefore, I mean, not to say that it's wrong. I'm just saying that that is what your lens is. So if you want to understand things better, then you have to try to freaking realize that you have that lens on. I mean, it's really difficult to take it off. I don't know if it's even really possible. But being aware of it helps a lot. I think that's my point on that.
When private equity gets